Hey everyone. I just got this new instrument, this new toy of mine that I've been trying to get more familiar with, and I realized there's not many resources online on how to go about tuning this. This is known as a swarmandal. It's a type of zither or auto harp. Essentially, it allows you to, get a feel for all of the notes in a rag. It's used in Indian classical music, uh, and so what we want to be able to do is tune this properly, so that we can hear the rag whenever we play the notes. So, for example, this right now is tuned to rag behag. Forgive me, I don't have a pick. Yeah, so I wanted to use this video as a opportunity to show you how to go about tuning this particular slaughter mandal. It has 30 strings. Luckily, I was given a guide here on all of the notes, starting from top to bottom. I say top because usually you go in the avro or the downward descending direction. So this would actually be the top because it's the higher note. Yeah, so it starts with sa, going all the way down up until sa again, with I think 2 or 3 sa's in between, 2 more sa's in between. So this is give an indication of like the major scale or the major bilaval notes, bilaval tat notes. So I'll show you how to go about tuning this in those notes. So one main thing to note when you get this instrument, this swarmandal, is to understand what range it can actually support. Basically, what can it be tuned into? So this one I was told can be tuned to C. So this is the sa is on C, and based on that relative sa, we want to be able to tune all the other strings. So one major thing is you don't want to tighten too quickly. So we have this wrench that's given to us. You don't want to be making any rash movements. So even a small movement on this wrench will give you a really big change of the note of the sword itself. So yeah, be careful when tuning. You don't want to obviously tighten too much, otherwise you might break a string, and it's kind of a pain to adjust all of that. So try to tune it to what the swarmandal is meant for. And yeah, without further ado, we're gonna start with turning on the tanpura. So the tanpura we're gonna put to C. Again, this is a reference. For those who have a tuner, they can use a tuner. I'm using tanpura to get more practice with the C as my reference. But if you're not like familiar with how to jump from one note to the next by ear, then you can use the tuner to basically tune to the relative position from C on the major scale. So to start off, we have sa on the upper. Actually, we're gonna start with the lower one, only because usually that causes things to like if we tighten the high strings and then the low strings tightening might adjust all of the swars or the instrument itself. So we start with the lower strings, so that as we go upwards into the smaller strings or the higher strings, we'll have more room and not have any vast adjustments to the instrument itself. Okay. So sa. So you can see it's having a bit of a knee. So the first two strings are sa, sa, sa. Then the next one re. So it's on ga because of bahag, but we want to move it down to re. Sa re. Sa re. So like you can see here, I'm making very minor adjustments, just leaning to make sure that I can get the exact note. Again, this doesn't have fine tuners, so you have to kind of go based only off of this tuning mechanism. So it's not exactly right, but we can do one round of tuning and then come back and adjust whatever seems a little bit off. The fine tuning can happen after, as long as we have a decent reference. So sa sa re, and then we have ga, so it's already there. And then we have ma, which is already there. Pa is already there. Now we have to do dha, not ni. So pa, pa, dha, 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 dha. I'm just gonna do the rest without singing or anything. Hopefully you get a sense. This one actually should be ga. It's two gas. Two gas. Ma, pa, pa, ni. But we want ha. Pa, da. Two guys. So this is a ga, pushing it to ma. And this is on Tivra ma. Pa, pa, pa. So we have to push it. And then another pa. This is a little bit down, a little bit. Yeah. So as you get up to the upper strings, the higher ones, you have to make even finer movements, because they're such small strings. Even a small movement adjusts the whole note. Oh, too far. swarmandal, I'm sure some notes are a little bit off, and I'll fine tune that as I listen to it more. But you can see it sounds great. So I'll just go through each note. I'll also post it in the description. But yeah, it starts with sa, sa, ni, dha, pa, pa, ma, ga, ga, re, sa, sa, ni, dha, pa, pa, ma, ga, ga, re, sa, ni, dha, pa, ma, ga, re, sa, and then we're done. So again, sa, ni, dha, pa, ma, ga, re, sa, ni, dha, pa, ma, ga, re, sa, ni, dha, pa, ma, ga, re, sa. So key thing to note, and really it's up to you when you tune to any different rag, whichever notes are vadi or samvadi, you probably want to repeat those a little bit more, and skip over the ones, you know, that are varjit or missing from the rag. So yeah, in this case there's nothing missing, but in like Bihag we were missing re on the upwards. So the way I tune this is I'll put the avro notes here and then the arod notes here. If there's like a bit of a vakar or like twisted movement up and down. So the upward notes can go here and the downwards notes can go here. Generally you want to do avro because it's like an easier movement. But if you want to go up during, you know, your singing, you can do that as well. But yeah, this is a 30 string and a 36 string. I don't know what the arrangement might be. Again, key thing is I'm pretty sure that both saws will come at one end and then the other end. So just make sure that you're in the range of each step above sa. So, you know, 7 steps to the next sa and then 7 steps to the next sa with some duplication happening or doubling happening. Yeah, hopefully that's enough information. I couldn't find any resources, so this is what I could find out. So if there's any mistakes or anything I'm missing, or if there's something that I need to learn about, then please leave comments and let me know.